Hello Sagittarius, this is Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and we are ready to get rolling with your reading for the week of August 14th through the 20th. We've talked with Spirit and kind of had a little conversation with the universe as well, so let's look and see what the cards have in store for you. There has been a crazy amount of energy. This is the Lion's Gate portal still open. Lots of energy around all the signs, but I'm telling you Sagittarius, yours is one of the most active, and I'm not exactly sure why I'm getting all this energy, but I'm loving it. So thank you for sharing that energy with me. On the bottom of the deck is the Hangman. This is a week of indecisiveness. This is the energy for the reading, not your energy, but the energy for reading. Sometimes it's good to know the energy of the week, therefore you can work around it. It's kind of like what I talk about in my daily downloads. Again, I give you the energy, I give you the information so you know what's there, and then you can navigate using that information. Usually you can use it to your advantage. With that said, let's get to the reading itself. The first card in the reading, which represents you, is the Strength card. The second card in the reading is the Nine of Pentacles. The third card in reading is the Star card. And the fourth card in reading is a Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, this is a great lineup of cards. So I can see why the energy is here. Now let's get some clarifiers. The first clarifier, which is underneath that Strength card, is the Three of Wands. That second card is that Nine of Cups, which is underneath the Nine of Pentacles. There's a 9-9 situation there. Check it out. We're going to find out why that's so important for you this week. When the 9-9 appears in your reading, it's an implication that what you've been searching for, what you've been wanting to find, is coming through to you. So be prepared and be open and ready to receive. The third card is the Eight of Swords, and that's under that Star card. And the fourth card is the Sun card. Holy crap, if you're going to end a week, and a cycle, you're starting it with the Strength card representing you, and you're ending it with the Sun card. What more could you ask for? The Wheel of Fortune, the World, that's possible, but they're in that Sun card. So I don't know what I'm telling you. This is going to be an interesting read. Let's start again with that Strength card. The Strength card is telling you this week, again, there's going to be a feeling, a desire, a want to make a decision, but you're not going to know exactly what to do because you don't have all the information. So don't decide. The one thing to know is if you don't have all the information and you are not certain, the uncertainty should be ignored, should be paid attention to, and therefore a decision should not necessarily be made. Make sure you do this, okay? Now, again, when we go back to your card specifically, that is your energy, it's that Strength card. Stay strong. Sometimes it's hard not to make a decision. Sometimes we feel we have to do something now, because if we do something now, then we're setting things in motion, and that is a logical and reasonable thing, and you'll hear me argue about it all the time, telling people, get moving forward. Even if you make a wrong decision, you can turn. In this situation, I'm telling you the opposite. Right now, it's telling me take time. Take time, again, which is strong. Stay strong because it's not easy. Listen to what other people can tell you. Listen to advice. Seek advice, get information. Make sure you have all the information that you can. Now, the Star card is saying things are aligning for you, so you're going to get the information. So things are lining up for you. But again, do not make a decision until you have all the information you need, but listen closely. Now, it's interesting, underneath that Strength card is a Three of Wands. And so with the Three of Wands, it's telling you this is probably work-related. This is probably energy around some work or some project or something. And so the decision is something about work, something to do with work. And again, don't decide yet until you have all the information. Now, we have the Nine of Cups here, and then you got to look at it and say, okay, when you see the Nine of Cups in reference to the information that's being given, because it's underneath that Nine of Pentacles, and remember, this is where you remember about the 9-9. Again, what is the angel number 9-9? How does it work? This is an information, little short information screen to give you an idea of what that is. However, with this 9, this is the Nine of Cups, which is stopping and taking inventory. Things are coming to you. The things you wanted to come to you are coming to you. Whatever you've aspired to is happening, but take an inventory and find out, does this make you happy? Is this answering the questions you have? Does this do this for you? If it isn't, then you have problems, but again, know your information. Now, it's interesting because, again, this is an Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is kind of like that Hanged Man, because the Eight of Swords is like, you see everywhere you go, the decision just doesn't, there's not a one right decision, and every choice has problems. Nothing is perfect. So again, when you're looking at that, look at the inventory for the happiness. It's saying when you hit this, think about what makes you happiest. Don't worry about the money so much. Don't worry about that. Focus on that. Now, the good part is this, by the end of the week, some of those choices will be made for you. This is the end of that cycle. But also there's just some heaviness at work. And with that heaviness at work, this is all part of that as well. So you could be having a decision that needs to be made, but additionally, there's a heaviness at work, and that is also working itself through. So one of them is going to end this week by the time the week is over, and you'll finally have that breakthrough. Again, you're going to go through from an Eight of Swords of not having decisions and not knowing what to do to a Ten of Swords of saying, okay, I know which way I want to go, and now how do we proceed? The Sun card says this is a new procedure, so a new step to move forward. So again, is this a new job? This is a possibility. It's a new opportunity someplace else. That's an opportunity. Is it a promotion? That's a possibility. Or is this a new way of attacking or thinking of this problem and saying, guess what? Let's try a little different way. Let's add a little more light to it. Let's take some transparency here and make sure it's there so we can know what we think. I like this, and again, it's crazy, but the most important thing is again, if you don't have all the information, if you don't have all the knowledge you need to make a decision, don't make one yet. Don't make one yet. And again, it's not an easy thing to not make a decision, but you can stay strong and say, you know what? I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to take my time, because there are things, before you move forward, there are things you need to know, as you say. Okay? Let's get some clarifiers with this as well for you, Taurus. Kind of seek it out a little bit. There it is. Again, some options. This card is saying you need a little focus. Need a little focus, because again, maybe you're looking at many things, and that's kind of what this is saying. Because again, this is the 8, and so with that 7 of Cups is that focus card, and that 8 of Swords is kind of implying the same thing. So it's like, again, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what is the right decision. And look at this, an 8 with an 8. Again, don't make a decision. And if you're not careful, you're going to wind up looking at the wrong side, thinking of all the negative. But remember, don't be pessimistic. Look to the positive. Look to the positive. And then ultimately, it's going to balance itself out. In the end, you will find the situation that you need. You will find the right answer. You will find whatever that information is needed. And so that, though, is telling me that with these 3 last cards, that it may push over into a week or 2 more. So the information you're seeking now, again, will not be available to you by the end of this coming week, and you may have to push it back a week or 2 more until you get information. But know that the information will eventually show itself, and it will balance itself out. While that happens, stay strong, which is that strength card I told you in the beginning, and also don't give in to the negative side. Don't give in to that negative, because that's not helpful for you. Okay. Ultimately, the news will come to you. This is the Page of Cups, and that news will make you happy. So ultimately, you're going to get what you want. It's all going to work out. Just stay strong and know that the sun will come out tomorrow. With that said, Sagittarius, hit that like, share, subscribe, follow button. I would so much appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and share this with somebody else as well. So subscribe and share. And if you're interested in a private reading, please do not hesitate to go to my Etsy shop, Sonoran Mystic Tarot. How funny is that, right? Same thing. If you want to buy some merch, I'd appreciate it. You can arrange your reading there. You can also buy merchandise there. One of them is my logo, my Sonoran Mystic Tarot logo, and the other are some t-shirts with the major arcana cards, and you may find a few of the cards that you have here today on those as well. So don't forget to hook me up there, and additionally, share the news. Share this video with somebody else. Let them have some insight as well. With that said, I'm going to send you some love, light, and blessings from me and Sonoran Mystic Tarot to you and your family until we see you again next week. Have a great one. Bye-bye.